Bro, 6 years, bro. That's crazy. It doesn't come in one night. It doesn't come, in a week. It doesn't come in a month. It comes in 6 years of progress. And the RaiderKnight channel has been here for a very long time. It's kind of crazy to think that the RaiderKnight channel is full of evolutions over the years and regressions and then more evolutions and changes. And I think the change is really what drives the channel forward. Obviously, the content is always changing, things are always changing about me, and the channel is a good reflection of that. And I just like the dynamic of it. I think that's why I keep doing it. You make content for long enough and you kind of start to forget what you've made. It kind of gets clouded in your mind. Everything's kind of a cloud when you think about it, but really looking back, like, I've made so many videos, it's crazy. And these are just the privated videos that I've made from all the way back. And then obviously we got my first ever video, Sit and Survive, Scott Cawthon. The video that started everything, bro. It's crazy.
Hello, and today we're playing Sit and Survive, made from Scott Cawthon. Here at Raider 123, we are going to play tons of mobile games, and it's going to be great.
And bro, mobile games we played. I played Age of History. I played Rucoy Online. I played Gal Emulator. I played so many mobile games, Worldbox as well. And really that's kind of interesting that that's the first line my channel ever said was, we're going to be playing a lot of mobile games, because that's kind of what my channel turned into, which is kind of crazy. I truly believe, bro, that whatever you say in your life, bro, whatever it is, even the small stuff, it seems meaningless at the time, but whatever type of energy you put into this world, that same kind of energy will come out at some point in life. It might not happen right away, but it's crazy to think how that's the first thing I said when starting this channel, and the channel was really built around that center topic, and it turned into this point where it really expanded into something cool and something I enjoy doing and everybody else enjoys. And I think it's really inspiring and cool that we can have stuff like this in the world to do. Things started out really small. We just started out playing Rucoy Online and building an audience off of this. This was like the first game I really played that got traction on my channel. And I think it's really cool that Rucoy was the game that started my channel, because it's one of those games that I actually was very passionate. When I started playing it, I leveled up all the time in this game. And when it first started clicking for me in May of 2016, when I started playing Rucoy, that I could, post videos on this channel, I had kind of as a side project that wasn't even at 5 subscribers at the time. I decided I would start posting this Rucoy content, making it into different seasons that were 50 episodes each. All of the videos soundless, all of them just me farming, talking in the actual in-game chat. But this is what we started at, and it's crazy to think this is the beginning of the RaiderKnight channel, in a sense. Some people point out, RaiderKnight, you talked in your old videos, such as the first video you ever made, but why didn't you talk in your old Rucoy videos? And it was mainly just because I was kind of not comfortable talking. I decided people don't need to hear my voice, people don't need to hear me. I can just post content like this and get views, which it did get views, surprisingly. Obviously not a lot at the start. When I was posting Rucoy at the start, I was getting 20, maybe 30 views max, but it really did just slowly grow over time, and that's what you gotta do. You gotta keep on posting and be consistent, and that's what I did back in the day. Nowadays, not so much. Maybe I need to get back in that old habit, but then again, these old videos that I posted were really easy to make, considering they had no sound, no editing, no nothing. Nowadays, obviously, I edit, I have sound in my videos. Some days I just don't feel like posting, and I work nowadays. Back then I didn't work because I was still in high school, so lots of things change, and those changes do reflect in the channel, but I still think these old times of the channel are really cool to look back upon. And I remember back when I played Rucoy, I thought I was hot shit, bro. I was level 150 melee. I was pretty strong back then in Rucoy, and I thought I was popping off. And nowadays, 150 is nothing in Rucoy, but back then, it was pretty cool to be even over level 100, and I thought I was pretty hot shit on Rucoy, as many Rucoy players do when they start the game. But I just think it's overall cool looking back at these old memories and just seeing, how I was back then compared to how I was now, because nowadays I don't even really care a whole lot.
Some Age of Civilization Europe, and we're playing as Poland since it was recommended. We had a lot of recommended nations, but I decided Poland would be the best because they had a pretty good comment. The creator did make this game, and he's from Poland, so I decided,
It's kind of funny looking back at Age of History because it's one of those games that I played on the side on my channel. I played Age of History before I even played Rucoy, and Age of History never caught on. The most views that Age of History would ever get was like 3 views, but the build up to Age of History 2 really saw that all change in like a matter of a couple weeks, where I started getting like 1,000 to 5,000 to 10,000, all the way to 100,000 views on these Age of History videos. And this was a game I really did enjoy because I had played this also before I had even started my channel, so seeing Age of History correlate with my channel growth was really kind of destined to happen in a sense. I know what I was talking about earlier, how you're destined to, whatever energy you put into the world, that is what you will get out. And I think it's crazy to think how Age of History became one of these monoliths on my channel when I was playing that before I even started YouTube. Yeah, the Age of History 2 community, bro, they took me with open arms, and I'm very happy to, be in this community because, I had remembered in high school, freshman year, this was before I even made videos, I would watch people like Drew Durnell post his EU4 content, his Civ 5 content, and I was like, maybe I could post stuff like that eventually, and I was always thinking about it. And then, Age of History mobile, that just seemed like a perfect correlation to pop into videos, and it was a game I enjoyed playing and other people enjoyed watching me play, so it all really worked out. Yeah, this old era of my channel, it really was something special because I was making videos with the crappiest hardware you could even imagine. I was using my Samsung Galaxy Tab 4. The thing, nowadays it probably wouldn't even turn on Google Chrome, but back then that's what I was using to post all my videos from, with Mobizen, a free app that I used back then, just to post any type of content on YouTube. And I'd post those soundless videos, sometimes 3 or more a day, just to kind of build attraction for my channel. And that was just something I loved doing after school or on the weekend, and that was kind of the hobby of it. I never really knew it would pick up and maybe get to like 100 subs or even 1,000, but that was kind of the direction it went, and it's just crazy to think about that. And 1,000 turned into 2,000, and 2,000 turned into 3,000, and 3,000 to 5,000, and so on. And it really became this journey, bro. It wasn't really about just posting videos. It was all about the journey that I was making, bro. And this journey, it can really be reflected in one video. My Rucoy Online video called The Journey. I made this video, it's just kind of a little slideshow in representation of the RaiderKnight channel and just all the history that we had in the old days of Rucoy. And I really thought, when I was making these old videos, it was about the journey, it was about the friends that we were making, it was about these experiences. It's all about the journey, it's all about the fun, it's all about putting a smile on somebody's face and just making their day a little bit better. That's why I keep the channel going. That's what this channel is all about. And people could say whatever they want about the channel, but this is the reason I keep going in that direction. And the journey is really just a good representation of that in a slideshow format. And then I was making a video called Age of Civilizations 2 is going to be huge. And now I know what I was talking about earlier, how you talk things into reality. And this might have been one of those things I talked into reality, because Age of History 2 became the largest thing on my channel. Before this, Rucoy Online had gone through a 1-year update drought. I was thinking my channel was fucked, bro. This channel I had built up and just started to monetize. This thing that I honestly cherished when I had built it up. In 2018, I was starting to grow into a different type of person, because everything pre-2018, I felt like I was honestly kind of garbage for me as a person, overall who I was. And in 2018, I started to shift and become a person I kind of wanted to be. I was growing up, I became an adult, and I was like, bro, this is, this channel is just one of those things that I really want to impact people, and that's what I try to do. So getting this second shot with Age of History 2 as this gigantic peak on the channel was really a beautiful thing, and really came to fruition for me, and overall just gave me that opportunity to really just spread a cool message, have fun, and really engage with this community that I already had enjoyed ever since I was a little kid who was really big into maps and globes and history as well. Overall, the whole thing was just a beautiful thing for me.
Alright, so what is poppin' gamers? Today we're going to be talking about some stories from my new job, because if you guys didn't know, I recently got a new job at a gas station, and I've been working mostly day shifts, but a couple days of the week I do work night shifts, and it's been throwing my schedule all over the place, so I haven't been making as many videos. But I'm going to be back on that grind. We're going to be trying to make 5 videos a week. That's my goal. As long as I can get about 5 videos up a week, I'm happy. But for this first video, we're just going to be talking about some stories at my new job.
Bro, 5 videos a week. I can't believe I thought I could even maintain, 1 or 2 videos a week. That was a crazy goal back then. But the new job did change a lot. Obviously, I was peaking from Age of History 2. And then this new job started up, and Age of History 2 was already starting to see a little bit of a decline in player base as the game was starting to get a little bit older at that point. And when I started my new job at the gas station doing night shifts, I thought my channel would probably survive, as I was really dedicated to building this content. And I still post quite a bit, to be fair, even with the job I had. I was posting, 1, 2, 3 videos a week. And that's a lot of work, for somebody who's 18 years old, just starting, this job, and really working towards, YouTube, this job, just moving out into the world and just trying to figure things out. That's a lot for somebody who's just doing all that, so pretty impressive regardless. But yeah, I had worked this gas station night shift job, and I worked there for 2 years, because when I started this job, it was I believe it was like the middle of February 2019. I started this job at the gas station doing night shift, and these were, long shifts all by myself at night. Nobody really there, so I really, was all there by myself, learning that responsibility. I had to do everything for the store, and I feel like that's a good lesson to learn really early on. I feel like a lot of people will say, oh, this is a shitty job, this job sucks, your life sucks, you should just fucking end your life, end yourself. But I really believe that this job was a good first job to have. Minimum wage, starting at rock bottom, night shift at a gas station. I feel like there's no better origin story than that. Because at the end of the day, this is a lesson, this is a test, this is what you're taking with you for the rest of your life. It's not... That one little job is not your whole life, but what you take from that job will carry over in the rest of your life. And I feel like being at that rock bottom job, posting, videos on YouTube as like a side thing that I was really passionate about, I feel like this was such a good opportunity for me to learn and just develop, into the person I became in 2019, where I was still figuring things out, who I wanted to be. And obviously 2020 hit with COVID and all that, and I was kind of stuck in this night shift position, unable to switch jobs, and that was really stressful for me. And really, I think I really did hit my rock bottom in around 2020 summer, where I was feeling like crap, bro. I honestly thought about ending it all, bro. And I feel like despite all of that, despite all those struggles, what I learned from all that was worth so much more. At the end of the day, that knowledge, that education, that struggle passes over into other aspects of your life. And I feel like this was really a great stepping stone learning opportunity for me as I was stepping out into the world. But obviously one thing carries over into another, and while Age of History, my Rucoy was all dying, there was one little instance of hope going on in the background that I feel like a lot of people who weren't on the server missed. But my Pokemon server had blown up. The whole thing was kind of a blur looking back, but I think it was such a cool thing that we had this server that really exploded at the time where I was, doing this job, still posting videos, but the videos were, slowing down in terms of like the views and all that. It was really good to have like this brand new outlet to really, flex creative thoughts, have fun with a community. And I'm very, thankful that Pokecord was a thing, even though it did get shut down in May of 2020, which was a really bad thing for me, because the first thing was COVID was going on, and I couldn't, switch jobs like I was hoping to. I was really hoping in the summer of 2020 to move to a higher paying job because obviously minimum wage, paying your house payments and all that, that is a very difficult thing to do. And I couldn't do it, or at least I thought I couldn't do it, but I did do it. And that was a struggle for, a very long time. So that had gotten me really sad. And then you had the Pokecord shut down, which was a disaster, bro. It basically killed the whole server overnight. The server lost like 5,000 of its members, which was crazy. Not all at once, but over a very long period of time. And then I was also racking up these big bills for different like dental appointments I had done, because I had to get a couple root canals done at one point, and all these different things adding up, it really put a toll on me, bro. And when you're at that toll, there's only one thing you can do, bro. You can either become a SoundCloud rapper, or you can just be depressed. And one of those two things had to happen. And I guess the SoundCloud rapper option was on the table, and Lyrical Warlock was born from that pain.
Sometime, anytime, sometime.
When I was making Lyrical Warlock, it was really one of those things that I had made when I was at kind of the lowest of the lows. COVID had started up, and I started it with City Committee. Then in the summer of 2020, where I was at rock bottom, and when I was at the lowest of my lows in around June 2020, I had posted this song Sometime Anytime, thinking it would maybe get 20 views, but it had gotten shouted out from Stimpy, a larger YouTuber in the Rust community, which had brought the video up to 3,500 views. And it kind of inspired me to make more music, even though none of my music really sounds the greatest. But overall, just having like this outlet to really like spread music, create something, even if it's not good, but just kind of get your emotions, your feelings out there. That was really what it was all about for me. A lot of people say music can be therapeutic, and I feel like that's why I kept making it, and probably keep making it today. It's one of those things where it's very therapeutic just to like sing a song, freestyle a song, and just let those emotions kind of out there and fly. If people don't pick up the references, that's kind of on them, but all the stuff, like, I feel really deep down. Obviously, Sometime Anytime is a bad example of that, but if you listen to like the other music I've made, that's a little bit deeper. Some of it doesn't have any meaning to it, but the stuff that's a little bit deeper, if you really listen into the lyrics and try to correlate it to me, you can really learn a lot about my character, I think.
What is going on, my Cloud Drift gang, Cloud Drifters, Cloud gang? We're jumping in for this video of my channel, and is it dying?
I remember when I made this video, I thought my channel was fucking dive bombing, bro. I was feeling a little bit better though in October. After the summer of 2020, I had realized that any bad thing that you're going through, really you need to just treat it like it's just a moment in time, a test, if you will. And really you have lots to learn from it. And I feel like that's one of the things that really kept me going. And has really taught me so much overall. And has honestly made me more charitable, made me more thankful, made me more just wanting to give to the world rather than, just take things for myself. And I feel like that was a lot more of the old RaiderKnight, was just kind of like taking things from different places. Not that I was greedy in a sense, because obviously there's people way more greedier than me, but I feel like the old RaiderKnight definitely had a little bit of that, where I was kind of a little bit greedy in a sense, thinking more about myself than other people. But I feel like in this time period of 2020, I really went through a big change, and that change kind of started even back in 2018, 2019, but 2020, when I was at the lowest of my lows. I feel like that was the year where I really started thinking more about others rather than myself, and I'm very thankful for that. This video is kind of funny though, because I start saying my channel's dying, and again, where I say, whatever type of energy you put into the world, that is what will happen. That kind of did happen in a sense. my channel started dying and it started losing views and all this stuff, and maybe the content wasn't as good as it could have been, or maybe it was still good, I'm not sure. I actually do like a lot of the videos from this time period a lot more than my old videos, mainly because I'm not trying as hard. I'm a lot more genuine in this time period, as well as before that I was starting to get a lot more, you know, genuine to who I wanted to be, who I was. And I feel like this time period was really significant, I think. And that takes us back to the start of the video, 6 years of the RaiderKnight channel. We have hit 8,550 subscribers on this day. That's crazy. The RaiderKnight channel has gone through many different chapters, and I'm very thankful for all of them. I'm thankful for all the people we've met, and all the people who stick with the channel, even when I'm posting the worst type of videos like Genshin Impact, Fortnite, and things like that. I'm just happy people still watch them. They can get a laugh out of them, and this is why I keep making videos to this day. This channel, where will it go from here? I only see it blowing up. I only see it millions of subscribers. The RaiderKnight channel never dies. I've said it from day one. People will say, RaiderKnight, you just said a couple minutes ago in that video you said it was going to die. But no, I take it all back. The RaiderKnight channel is going to hit 1 million subscribers one day. And that's just me talking. It's going to happen. And I don't know if it'll actually happen or not, but I believe that, but I believe in terms of what we've already accomplished, it's already 1 million in my book. So I just want to say thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. 6 years of RaiderKnight content. What is next? I don't know. But whatever's next, I will be here and I will be posting those videos. Peace.